gonna show you the worst cheating video game in the history of video gaming. Now, this tennis is absolutely awful. Now, when you play your first matches, they'll give you a chance to win, and but once you get to those final stages, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, basically. Okay, I'm gonna exit from this, because when you turn it to extreme difficulty, they force you to hit the ball to where the opponent is at. You can't even control the direction of your hits. Wherever your opponent is, that's where you have to hit the ball. You have to hit it there. You can't hit it anywhere else. If you're all the way on the left and your opponent's all the way on the right, you're hitting it to the right. You're hitting it to them. And then when they want your opponent to come back, and then, they'll let you win after you've lost. They keep the series tied so that you can go to the tiebreaker, and then you just absolutely get smoked to the point where you can't even hit the ball. Sometimes they'll serve 4 consecutive balls that cannot be. See, it's forcing me right now to hit to the center where the opponent is. I can't hit it away. I can't hit it away from where she's at. It won't let me. Like, you see how the opponent is on the right. I'm aiming to the left to hit this serve, but you go that way. You have to hit it to where they're at. And then the opponent hits the net and they get a point for it. So, it's really, really awful. And when you look at the game, it looks good. It looks like something that could be fun, like an arcade game. The customization is fun. As you can see, I can't, because it's on extreme difficulty, I have to hit it to the opponent, like where the opponent is at. You lose your ability to hit it somewhere else, so that you don't have any shot in hell of winning at all. See, I'm trying to hit it on the other side, but you can't. You have to hit it where they're at, because you have to give them this match. You cannot hit it away from your opponent, because therefore if you do that, you have a chance to win. Okay, now they've won the first match, so now I'm gonna be able to do some things differently. Sometimes they'll just smoke you and keep serving it and you can't even hit the ball. Like, the thing with this game, if they don't want you to win, they don't turn it up. See, I can't even hit the ball now. They'll beat me with just serves. The thing with the way they manufacture this game, it's like, if they don't want you to win, you're not winning. And this special shot does absolutely nothing, by the way. It just makes it in slow motion. And I'm able to score now because the opponent has a 1-game lead, so I can do something. I might even have a chance to win. Not the whole match, but just this one round. See, now I can hit on that side, because the opponent has a 1-game lead, so now I can control the direction of my hits. But if I'm in the lead or it's a tie, I can't. I have to hit it to where the opponent is. Now anyway, that's the tennis. Some of these games cheat, some don't. The basketball does not cheat.
Olympic Games.
The baseball cheats really, really, really bad. You'll be ahead and they'll just start smacking everything up. What'll happen is, when you're in the final inning of this game, like, the game is only 3 innings for the competition, right? You can do practice mode and do 9 inning, 6 inning games, but they'll have 0 points. But let's say the score is 3-0. They'll load the bases and then hit a grand slam. It's almost a guarantee. The only way out of that is to walk all your batters. They're coming back and they're winning that game. Now, as you can see, I won some gold. Sometimes you can win, but the tennis seems like you absolutely can't. Because, like I said, you're going to hit it to the opponent. You can't even hit it away unless they're in the lead. As far as they have to be at least 1 game ahead of you before you can even hit it away from them. So So that is like the worst game I've ever seen. I've never seen a game. Usually when games cheat, they don't make it super blatantly obvious. That one is extremely obvious. Now, the boxing is, I said it in another video, but it's complete garbage. I think they may have added it, they may have rushed it with the mechanic, with the buttons. And it's absolute complete trash. It's not worth $1 if it's just a boxing game that you can download, because it's really, really extremely stupid. There's like a force field bubble that will block your hits. It makes them, I don't understand the logic to what they even have on that. 100 meters is kind of challenging. Some of these games are fine, you know, they made it so that you can win some, lose some, but then some of them stuff, they desperately do not want you to have any shot at them. The table tennis kind of seems like that too. I don't play it that much. It's fairly fun, but it seems it's not, nothing cheats worse than the tennis. Nothing. I mean, this tennis is absolutely awful. It's really stupid, but they have a really good tennis game engine. It looks good, it looks fun, but then you play it and you're aiming your shots, you're like, why am I hitting all my shots to where the opponent's standing? But if you play it on easy difficulty, you know, you can then do it. You know, and then you have sports climbing. Now I'm gonna go down this list, show you what games are cool and which games are not. What game? The 100 meter, it's pretty good. You know, you can't, you're just running, of course. But as far as your buttons, your timing, you gotta get everything perfect and extreme, and you'll win the race. So there's no real cheating there. It's just difficult to perfectly get that perfect race. Okay, 110 meter, same thing, same as 100 meter. It's really hard to get it, but I don't see any cheating. You have a close win, and on extreme difficulty, you will eventually win the race. I've won on extreme difficulty before, because to win the gold is automatically extreme difficulty. So the basketball is pretty simple. You know, it's just an easy game. There's no real overwhelming amount of cheating going on there. The baseball cheats sometimes it doesn't. There's some matches you can just know for a fact you have no shot at winning. They're hitting everything. Like, it doesn't matter how you pitch it, they're knocking it out. There's nothing you can do about it. Soccer is it's sluggish and glitchy, but it's not hard. It's fairly easy. It's not extremely easy, but it's easy enough for you to win the tournaments. Long jump, I don't play it that much. I don't really enjoy it. I don't see anything wrong with it. It just doesn't have my interest. I didn't win. It didn't cheat or anything like that. I just happened to lose. Okay, that's the beach volleyball. It's kind of like the tennis. I feel like on extreme difficulty, you can't aim your shots. You hit them right to where your opponent's standing to make it convenient. I've only played it 3 times. I just don't enjoy it. It's not as enjoyable as it looks. The terrible thing is, the game has a great engine for the tennis. It's just they engineered it a certain way. You know, it's like, well, let's make it where he absolutely cannot win. You know, I don't know what the point is. Make it difficult, make the opponent faster, make the opponent have high skills, but don't make it where I can't even aim my shots. Like, you have to hit it. It's kind of like, if I'm on the right side and he's on my far left, you're obviously going to tap it to the right so that he or she can't get the ball. They won't allow you to do that. You're hitting it to the center or to where they're at on the other side. You have no choice but to give them that match. It is by far the stupidest thing I've ever seen in any video game. It's incredibly dumb. It's not like you win $1 million if you win. I don't know what the point in making a game like that is. I don't know. The relay, pretty fun. The climbing, I have not won yet. I don't feel like it's cheating. I'm having trouble with my timing and my climbs. I think I'll eventually win on that one. So, okay, so let's count these events. You have a lot of events. Okay, you have 18 events. Now, the price of this game is between $50 and $60, and it's not even in America. You have to, well, it's probably somewhere, but you can't buy it at regular stores. It just wasn't released here. You can't download it on the American PlayStation Network. You gotta go to the Japanese one. That's what I did. Okay, so this game, 100 meters, pretty good. Baseball is back and forth. Some games you'll feel like they're close, they're trying to make it hard, but you can still win. Some matches, you're just not winning, they're not letting you. You can even look at your swing, it'll say perfect timing. The words perfect timing will be there, the aim will be 100% perfect, you'll still strike out. And then sometimes you'll pitch it outside the box and they'll knock it out the park. They just force that home run animation. And sometimes I have back-to-back homers. It's a little ridiculous, but it's kind of both. It can go either way when you play it. Even on extreme difficulty, you can still win. But there's some matches occasionally where you can just tell you have no shot at winning that game. They're not giving you a shot. Basketball, it's simple. Extreme difficulty feels like easy. If you have fast players, you're gonna win every match. Hurdles pretty good. So you have 18 events, right? I'm gonna count how many events are pretty good. 1, that's kind of in the middle. 2, 3. I can't give this. It's easy. Well, it doesn't cheat, but it's just too glitchy and weird. Like sometimes the opponent is clearly touching the ball with their hand when it's in the air. The ball physics is really weird and sticky. It doesn't make sense. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. The hammer throw's cool. 5, that's cool. 6, 7, 8, that's pretty fun. 9. I can't give rugby a good score because it's dirt easy on extreme difficulty. It's just dirt easy. I mean, it's like doing nothing. You can win this without even looking at the screen. The judo is cool. It's a little simplified. It doesn't cheat. You can lose or win. You go either way. It has a good difficulty level, but you always have a chance to win. I feel like you always have at least a chance to win. So altogether, I would say out of 18 events, there's 10 events that are pretty cool. And now how many of them are just tennis and boxing are complete absolute trash. I mean, this game would be better if they weren't even in the game. Like the tennis looks good. They just screwed it up when they were engineering it. They wanted it to be hard, so they said, let's make it where they can't even, they have to hit it where the opponent is. Let's force that in. And then sometimes you swing at it and you can't miss on serves, and they'll beat you with just serves when they really, really, really want to make sure you lose. Like I said, you would think that there was a $1 million prize for winning this. When you play it, you're like, damn, what do I get from winning it? That they make it impossible to win. It's hard to understand. I'm sure if they were still editing this game, they would probably maybe get some fixes if it was an American game, because people would rant and complain about it and force them to fix it. But I don't know. The market is too small. It's not in the US. There's no US market. Let me show you something. Because when you go online,
My data.
Data, and I look here, you look at all these scores here. Everybody's in Japan because this game has no. You have the Hong Kong, which is still, you know, and then every now and then you'll see, well, there's one US person right there. See, somebody has it, but there's no really. There's Great Britain and Japan mainly. I'm not sure why that is, but mainly Japan, of course, is a Japanese-based game. Some of the events you can tell because they favor Japanese teams in a lot of events, you know. But I can't really play online because They have a schedule for what events you can play at what times and stuff like that. So, you know, the game, I like it. It's fun, mainly for this reason. I'm talking about as a whole. This is the only reason why I like this game. It's because of, well, it's not the only reason. I like some of the events, but here's your athletes. I'm gonna show you something. You can have up to 100 athletes in your locker room. You know, these are basically just avatars. They don't even have names. You can't really give them a name until you put them on the roster. I just basically have, this was supposed to be LeBron James, but it doesn't look like him, so I just didn't use him. But I have all these diversity. This is supposed to be an older version of Michael Jordan, the current version, but you know, whatever. But anyway, you have male and female playing together on one team in this, so this game is clearly not Olympic based. You can change your country if you want. You can say, you know what, we're not the United States anymore. We're Ecuador, we're Denmark, you know, you can change it. You know. That's kind of a weird thing, but yes, you can do that. Which is cool. The customization is a lot of fun. But the events I do like, I enjoy. You know, just for the record, the same players play every event. Like if you do one-on-one events in the Olympics, you're obviously going to have different players. Not in this. You have that one character who's doing everything. This same character that you have as your main character. Now you can switch the character. You can edit the character, or you can sort and move it to somebody else, but this character has your highest attributes. You know, if I do the Olympic Games now, this same character will be swimming, this same character will be playing tennis, this same exact character will be boxing. It's going to be the same character in every team sport. They're going to be the team captains. Football, soccer team, rugby team, basketball, baseball. They're going to be a pitcher. You can change the position in baseball. So it's not really Olympic based, it's more just like fun based. It shouldn't even be an Olympic game. It should just be like a generic virtual athlete or something like that. But anyway, that's the game here. This game, I do wish more people in America had it, because like I said, some of the events are pretty cool. Some of them, I don't know what they're doing. Especially the boxing is garbage. The tennis is... Here's the thing, the tennis is garbage because it's rigged in a way that's super extreme. Don't make it so obvious if you're gonna rig it and cheat it. Make me think that there's a shot. Don't just tell me straight up, look, you're not winning this, because we're forcing you to hit the ball to your opponent, and then we're gonna force you to miss hits when you serve. Don't do that. That's just stupid. The boxing is just the mechanics, the button push. There's nothing good about this boxing. It's just some of the worst stuff. It looks like some cheap game they were doing in Nintendo Wii or something. The Rugby Sevens, it's kind of fun, but it's garbage because it's just super easy. You know, a 3-year-old can play this and win. You know, it's that bad. So you have one game that's terrible because the difficulty factor is way too easy, and you got one that's extremely hard, and they're both garbage for that reason. You need a balance. Anyway, that's this video. If you want to know the best and easiest way to get this game, just go ahead and message me, or go ahead and leave a comment, you know, under the video, and I can give you the easiest, quickest, best way to get this game if you wish to have it.